What's up everybody, my name is Julian and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Julian to the MD. Alright, so in today's video we're going to talk about the ways in which you can be very successful in your medical school interviews. And so I just want to share a few tips with y'all that helped me throughout the process, and also maybe some things that I could have done better to secure more medical school acceptances. So stay tuned if you want to hear a little more about that. And I've been meaning to do this video for a while, but I know like this is kind of like the beginning of like the medical school interview period. So hopefully I'm getting y'all before y'all get into these interviews. But I was just like at an applicant lunch for my school, some of the applicants, talking to them this year, and so that kind of reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, let me share these tips just so y'all can, I can help y'all secure these acceptances, because y'all have made it really far in the process if y'all got the interview. So now you just gotta get into the school, do good on the interview, and secure your spot in the schools. And I'm gonna try to make this video as sweet and simple as possible. And so the first tip that I have is that you should learn about the values that school has specifically, especially those that are outlined on their website, because those are kind of the ones that are like most important to them. And so then you can find ways to connect those values back to your life and why you actually want to go to medical school and why you actually want to attend their school specifically. That's a really important piece, especially when you're answering interview questions. You want to know something about the school so that you can kind of connect it back to the reasons why you actually applied to that specific school. Like some schools that I applied to, they had like student-run clinics on their campus, and so that was one thing that I was really excited to become a part of, and so that's something I talked about in my interviews. Also, different programs they have for the community. If you're really interested in community outreach and community engagement, then talk about that and how some of their specific programs actually brought you to applying to their school. And so just kind of like intertwine things like that into the interview day, because that will show them that you really research their school and that there are really specific, genuine reasons why you actually want to attend their school, and that you don't just want to attend their school because it's another medical school that you got to interview at. All right, another thing that I feel like I could have done better, I definitely did it, but like I could have done a little more throughout interview day, was asking questions about their school and about different programs that they had that I saw online that there wasn't like enough information about personally. But I could have done a better job at asking more questions about that specific school and their programs and their curriculum and all of that. I saw other students asking a lot of questions, which really intrigued me, and so as I went further along in the process, I started to ask more. But it's just as important for that school to be a good match for you as it is for you to be a good match for that school. And so it's really important for you to find a place that you will be happy at, and you can do that by asking specific questions. And you can just do this by preparing questions before you actually go into the interview. So like I said, look on the website, research the school, find out what they're about, programs and all of that, and then tailor your questions to that specific school. But you can also have like general questions that you ask for every school, and it also shows that you care and that you're trying to find the best school for yourself as well. And so that shows kind of like some level of advocacy for yourself, and I think that impresses interviewers. It would definitely impress me. I'm not an interviewer, but if I was, I feel like it would impress me too. Okay, pay attention to this, please pay attention to this. So you already made it to the interview, which means that you are a great applicant on paper. In your application, you include awards, achievement, the classes you took, the extracurriculars you did. But talk about what makes you unique. Talk about what makes you stand out. Sometimes bring in things that you didn't talk about in your application. You already made it there. You're a great applicant on paper. Academics amazing. You all are. So show them what makes you different. Make them remember you, okay? Because they're interviewing people all the time. Like interviews go on for months. And so they're often seeing trends and grades, MCAT scores. You volunteered at this clinic, you did this, you did that. But tell them what makes you stand out. Do you like to knit? Do you like to swim? Do you play sports? You have a YouTube channel. That's something that I talked about in my interviews, which I think intrigued them, or at least it seemed as if it did. I don't know, but that's how they acted, like they were intrigued by it. So just talk about like things that make you. And then the last thing, well, there's more I could talk about, but I don't want to take too long with this video. Show them and fully express how grateful you are for the opportunity to interview at their school. You know, this is always something that I've done, like just in general with any experience. I think just because of how I was raised, I'm very grateful for everything I have. I'm very humble. And so I think it's important to show that you're very grateful to be there, because often in my interviews, and I'm sure people did it like outside like of just like the general meetings, like talking to the specific interviewers, but something that I always do, like no matter what situation I'm in, no matter what context, I show people that I'm grateful to be there, because that shows that I care. And you know, being like, people don't get interviews. A lot of people like go through these processes like 2-3 times applying, and they don't get interviews. So just show the interviewers like how grateful that you are to, you know, have the opportunity. I just feel like that's really important. And it may or may not help you, but just in any situation in life where you're being offered opportunities to like grow and like reach your goals, just show people you're grateful. That's just part of being a good person. But that is all for today's video. I might make a part 2 of this, might not, who knows. But I really appreciate y'all for checking out my video. This is Julian to the MD, showcasing my journey through medical school, also offering advice for like pre-med students, med students, all of that. I'm a first year, so I have plenty of experiences to go. And if that's something y'all want to see and be a part of, then I would really appreciate it if y'all could subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. Please always leave video suggestions. I want to tailor my channel to the content that will help y'all the most. But I am about to go eat, so I will see y'all later. Peace out.